Susmitha madam. Welcome to Kalam IAS Academy, Rajahmundry.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you so much.
I would like to, I need not introduce you to the aspirants because you are the number one in the state of Andhra Pradesh
Thank you.
in 2022 Group 1 results. And she is really a great, naturally she got that first rank, I think, after interacting with you. And the rank you got, first rank, is natural result of your knowledge and experience in that profile. But that's why I'm asking one question. How a fresher without any background for the civil services or Group 1 or civil services do or plan to achieve this?
Sir,
in first attempt. I'm asking in first attempt.
yeah, only one thing an aspirant can do, like an OS or a naive person who don't know any knowledge, who is from BTech or science background, who doesn't studied arts after 10th. So only one way is sticking to NCERTs.
Yes.
Okay, 6 to 12th should be the mantra. He should cover 6 to 12th in and out, cover to cover, or whatever relevant to syllabus.
Yes.
He should cover, he should revise it multiple times. The textbook should get etched in his brain. So standard textbooks are apart. First 6 to 12th NCERTs play the prime role.
Yeah.
So without NCERTs, if you are preparing every book in the market, so there is no use. I do believe textbooks are bread and butter for any PSC examination.
Another similar question. There are many aspirants who are failing to clear mains. అట్లా ఒక మెచ్యూర్డ్ స్టూడెంట్ కూడా ఫెయిల్ అవుతూ ఉన్నారు ఆస్పిరెంట్స్, వాళ్ళకి మీరే సజెస్ట్ చేస్తారు?
Sir, that factor in every essay or every answer you write is highly important. So the mains is always the game of equals. So every top 5,000 or 3,000 people who will study equally, who can give time equally, will compete against each other. So out of 5,000 or 10,000 who got selected to mains, 5,000 might not be that great, but the other 5,000 will be very equal. And out of these 5,000, you need to get 500 or 200 or 300 ranks. It's very tough. So you need to, your real competition is among these 5,000 people.
Yeah.
Who will study just like you, who can give time just like you. So only differentiation factor you can make is giving very solid, crisp answers.
Yes.
That crisp answer writing is the key to succeed the exam. So writing answer is totally different from writing a crisp answer.
Yeah.
Everyone can write an answer.
Yes.
Even if you give what is the role of a governor, 6th class student who studied governor roles in NCERT book also can answer.
Yeah.
Right? But being a Group 1 aspirant or a UPSC aspirant, how can you analyze? How can you actually modify the answer? How can you put the viewpoint in various dimensions is the key. So I do believe that crisp answer writing should be there to, they should learn that. So it is like, as I said in many of my interviews, it is like swimming.
Yeah.
If you get into it, if you know the depth, then only you learn swimming. Outside, if you do whatever things, you can never learn swimming. Like standing on the bank of a river can never make you learn, never make you a swimmer.
Yeah.
So once you get into the water, then only you'll swim, you'll learn it.
Yes, yes.
So just like that, write answers. Initially your answers will be pretty bad. You yourself laugh at your answers. Then write solid, crisp answers with many dimensions, many beautifications. So eventually that will click.
Yeah. So what optional or what of kind of what are the real things, what are the dimensions for the Group 1? And before that I would like to ask, have you expected a first rank?
Yeah. So for Group 1, I expected very good rank. So I expected to be a top 10 because I have qualified 2 times prelims results were out. So I qualified both times. 2 times mains results were out. I have qualified both times, and I have so much confidence on my answers that I definitely know I'll get something in top 10. And I'm very confident about deputy collector also. But at the end of the day, it is first rank. When Savang sir announced it, it was surreal.
Really?
So that was highly memorable day for me.
You are being a lady, woman, and what do you suggest to take up this kind of careers?
Sir, I suggest every woman to do this. Because if you are a man, you have so many responsibilities, you need to stick up to one career. Being women, if you can find out 3 to 4 hours of time in your day, so you please go to groups especially. Because you have so much of year, I think 42 years is the, I think highest age. Till 42 years you can write groups, right?
Yeah.
So till 42 years, you get married yourself, you bring up kids. By 30 you'll be so free, your kids will be going to school and all. So after 30 you start preparing groups.
Yeah.
I suggest every woman to come to this field. Because
housewives with knowledge.
Yeah. Because it is your gene of acquiring knowledge. You start with 6th class textbook, nothing more.
Yeah.
You study 6th class social, 6th class science, 7th class social, 7th class science. You acquire knowledge, you build up. No hurries for you. No one will ask you why you are not doing. And if it is not there, nothing you will lose. Right?
Yeah.
So I suggest every woman to try and test this career, because you have ample of time, utilize the time. And with so many things you can do and you can balance. And I think women can balance everything.
Yeah. She's a good manager of home. So now another question is, what do you suggest to the students, particularly parents also? They are going for sciences. At the same time, their goal is civil services or groups.
So I'm such a student. Like my plus 2 and graduation happened in sciences, and I have a strong affinity towards it, so I can't talk against it. But if you are making your students take sciences, one thing they'll get naturally is to study a vast body of knowledge. That will be somewhere useful. But at the same time, let us say your goal is to get into civil services. Start from an early age, prepare taking arts, prepare, enter also as an art student, and graduation also as an art student. You can prepare from basics itself. But one thing they'll miss, if you compare, intermediate as an arts and science student, is being a science student, you need to study more and more. Here, as you have taken arts, so your depth of studying might get reduced. So you should balance that, and you shouldn't give up. From intermediate onwards, you should be thinking yourself as an officer. You should be thinking yourself as a full-time UPSC aspirant. And if you start preparing then and itself, I think by 21, when you just graduate out of your college, you can click and immediately you can become an officer. And as you said in your one of the speeches as well, if you become an IAS by 21, just imagine what they can become at the age of retirement.
Yes.
So they can conquer the world, literally.
Ma'am, మీ సక్సెస్లో ఎక్కువ క్వాంటమ్ మార్క్స్ సోషల్ సైన్స్ నుంచి వచ్చినాయి, సైన్స్ నుంచి వచ్చినాయి.
సో ఇంకా మార్క్స్ అయితే రాలేదు, బట్ నా కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఇస్ సైన్స్ ఆల్వేస్, బికాజ్ ఐ మీన్ సైన్స్ స్టూడెంట్.
హౌ మెనీ మార్క్స్ యు గెట్?
అంటే ఒక పేపరే సైన్స్ ఉంటుంది, మిగిలిన అన్ని సోషల్ సైన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. బట్ యాజ్ సైన్స్ ఈజ్ మై ఫోర్టే, సో ఐ కెన్ ప్లే ఇట్ వెరీ వెల్. అది ఇంకా సోషల్ సైన్స్కి వచ్చేసరికి అది నా ఫోర్టే కాదు. సో ఐ నీడ్ టు గివ్ వెరీ హ్యూజ్ ఇన్పుట్స్ for outputs అన్నమాట. బట్ at the end of the day, science plays very minor role, social sciences play a major role. అది ఎందుకంటే there will be so many papers on social sciences obviously.
So I think మీరు ఒక ఆర్డీఓ, సబ్ కలెక్టర్, ఐఏఎస్ ఆఫీసర్, కలెక్టర్ కన్నా యూ కెన్ డూ లాట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్. అన్నిటికన్నా యూనిక్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఐ థింక్ నేను అర్థం చేసుకుంది అంటే మీ టీచింగ్ ద్వారా ఇంకా ఎక్కువ ఇస్తారు. Younger generation.
Definitely, I do agree. So, I'm always oriented towards teaching, especially. I have been teaching since graduation also. Since my schooling also, I used to teach to my friends. Like I'm avid reader, so and I have this మా తాతగారు ఇచ్చిన అది కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఏమని చెప్పాలి వారం నాకు. ఎందుకంటే చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి కూడా నేను టీచ్ చేసాను. నేను ఫస్ట్ స్టాండర్డ్లో ఉండి ఎల్కేజీ వాళ్ళకి టీచ్ చేసాను. సో టీచింగ్ ఎబిలిటీస్ అనేవి సో ఇన్వాల్వ్ ఇన్ ఇట్.
సో దట్స్ వై ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్, యు ఆర్ బోర్న్ నేటివ్ ఆఫ్ ఈస్ట్ గోదావరి.
Yes.
డెఫినెట్గా ఈస్ట్ గోదావరిలో మా స్టూడెంట్స్కి రెగ్యులర్గా ఇంటరాక్షన్ కావాలి.
Definitely, so definitely. Whenever I find time, whenever you
మీ
can.
జన్మభూమి ఈస్ట్ గోదావరి కాబట్టి
Online. Nowadays the facilities are more, so I'll always be available. Especially for students and for teaching, I'm always be available.
Madam, what is your opinion about the campus we have seen today?
Yeah, campus is pretty much.
How it is?
So
how you feel?
Yeah, I do think the campus is wonderful. And it has everything. It has, residential facilities. It has study facilities, especially the libraries, which, most of the students will crave for. If you are an aspirant, you need to sit and study. That is one main prominent thing, being an aspirant. So you have created that facilities. I do think that you have created that mini aspirant ambience here. So you have brought that ambience over here to Rajahmundry. So undoubtedly. So I also request those who are looking to aspire for out of the bounds and different places, first come and see here, experience the ambience, experience the place, and then you can decide. So it's always up to you, but at the same time, in Rajahmundry itself, sir has created such an ambience.
Thank you, ma'am. So ఇంకా మీరు ఇంకా వాట్ ఎవర్ థింక్ దట్ మీ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఏరియా యాజ్ ఆఫీసర్గా ఇప్పుడు ఎమర్జ్ అయ్యారు, ఇప్పుడు టీచర్గా ఉన్నారు. హౌ డూ యూ వాంట్ టు లైక్ టు ఫేస్ దట్?
సార్ అంటే even though I became a brand new administrator now today, but I have been a leader since my childhood. Class pupils leaders avandi. Nannu ippudiki many of my classmates will call me a leader only because I am a leader since first class. So then I managed mess during my PG. I was a warden during my PhD, and after that also I managed whole college, MBA college after my PhD. So wherever I go, the management has been inculcated. So I'm a good administrator. We can't say full-to administrator, but at least I'm a manager at many places. So I have shown my leadership ability. So I think, whatever the knowledge I have acquired during this life will be somewhat fruitful in doing my administrative duties.
మేడం, పిల్లలు తల్లిదండ్రులు కూడా ఈ సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ఆర్ గవర్నమెంట్ జాబ్స్ గ్రూప్ 1 అంటే చాలా భయపడుతూ ఉంటారు. అంటే మనకు వస్తుందా అని భయంతో చాలా మంది ఉంటారు. కోరిక అయితే అందరికీ ఉంటుంది. వాళ్ళకి ఏం సజెస్ట్ చేస్తారు?
సో నేను
టేకప్ చేయొచ్చా అది?
నేనైతే టేకప్ చేయమని చెప్తాను సార్. ఎందుకంటే బీయింగ్ యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ బీయింగ్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ మన ఆంధ్ర సైడ్ పేరెంట్స్కి, మన గోదావరి సైడ్ పేరెంట్స్కి బీటెక్ అండ్ MBBS ఆర్ టూ హోప్స్. దే నెవర్, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పేరెంట్స్ నెవర్ కాంట్ థింక్ అబౌట్ దట్. ఎందుకంటే దట్ ఈస్ full to they'll train their kids to become either to get into IITs or to get into MBBS. So these two are the main games for our intermediate students. Now the scenario is pretty much changing, and UPSC every year gives notification. Apart from that, APPSC is also giving multiple notifications. So they can everywhere. So many government jobs are there, and if you prepare for as I said, or as you also know, if you prepare same books, you can attempt multiple exams, and wherever you want to click, and one more thing I do believe is service. Government service is like service to society. Whatever service, even if you are a government teacher, even if you are a banker, government banker, so it is like serving society and being basic humans, and it is our prime responsibility to serve the society.
Very nice, ma'am. Thank you for talking to you.